Hey guys, thanks for joining me again today on our flight here. We're going from Oban Airport down to Islay Airport. It's a small airport, the islands here. We have four passengers, four tourists. Take down there. 385 kilogram load. We have 43 gallons of fuel, 44%. So that's our FSE manifest for today. And on VATSIM it looks like we don't have any controllers on, so we'll be on the old Unicom. So we're here at Oban. Let's get to our plane. Much nicer day than yesterday. Yeah, so you guys remember yesterday it was raining pretty good there. Our approach was an awesome approach. So yeah, this is Oban Airport by Studio CD on flightsim.to. Left a link on my last video we did yesterday, so go ahead and download that if you so please. flightsim.to and just EGEO search and you'll find this beautiful airport. I mean, like, this is freeware. It should almost be comparable to payware. So yeah, it's a beautiful day out here. You can see the sun is shining, little cloud cover. Yeah, so it should be a nice flight. It's 55 miles. We did book an IFRs through SimBrief. We got one waypoint. Bruce is our waypoint. We're going to use runway 19 here at Oban, and we're going to land runway 13 at Islay, or Islay, or however you pronounce it. Either or. I think what we'll do is we'll either just join final or maybe a left base for final. Runway 13 there. We'll figure it out when we get down there, guys. No big deal. Alright, so here's our beautiful Diamond DA62. Beautiful, beautiful aircraft, beautiful day. That registration sure looks ugly there, but I'm gonna have to look into editing that. See if I can put Charlie Sierra Julie Victor Romeo on there. So anyway, let's get going here. Alright. Okay guys, we're here in the DA62. We'll fire up our checklists here. So before starting engines, jump on in, we'll check our fuel selectors. They're fine. Put our armrest down there. Power levers are idle. Yes, they are. Parking brake is set. Looks set to me. Let's go off. Avionics master check off. It is off. Gear selector check down. It is down. Alternators check both on. Alternators over here. So they're on by default, so turn them on with the alpha yoke here. Fuel pump left and right check off. They are off. Off on the Bravo. And electrical master on. Go ahead and fire that up. And you guys know the drill. Starting engine drill. If you follow me and subscribe, looking to get that 10 subscriber mark, and I'll be giving you guys a tour of my sim pit. So strobe, ACL, engine master on left, roll left, annunciators, L engine glow on. Yeah, we know how that all goes here, so it's pretty straightforward. So that's warmed up. Crack the door, yellow clear prop, left prop. And guys, we see our gauges come alive here. Everything looking good. And we'll go ahead and do the same on the right engine. glow plug warm up there. These are diesel engines on the DA62, so crack that door, you have the same thing, clear right prop. 180 horsepower a piece, and they're diesel engines. They run on Jet A, all FADEC, so no prop mixture, none of that stuff. Fun to fly airplane, that's for sure. So go ahead and check our annunciators here. Everything looks alright. We got enough fuel for the flight. Opposite engine start. We just did that after starting engine. Avionics is on, so that's on. Power levers as required, so we'll let her warm up while we plan our flight. We usually do here. Push her up there a bit, no more than 10%. Okay, electrical equipment on as required. Yes, yes, yes. Go ahead and come over to our GPS here. So we'll go flight plan, origin, and we are at Echo Golf, Echo Oscar, so Echo Golf, Echo Oscar. It's North Cornell, and today we'll be using 19er. En route, we got one waypoint for today. Not too complicated this flight. I could have did almost VFR, but I decided for United Kingdom, yeah, we don't want the other ones there. Okay, our destination, that is Islay. Islay? I don't know how you guys how to pronounce it, but it's okay. Get there one day. And we're gonna use 13 there. Not sure if our approach there, arrival, but I know we're using 13, so yeah, the weather there looks just as good. There's 15 knot wind, 140, so it should be good for good headwind for the landing, so that's good. So there we go, that's all set up there. Come back over here. Our altitude today is 6,000. We booked it with sim brief. Of course, we can't see that. We got this in the way. Yeah, much better day out here today than yesterday. Yesterday was gray and rainy and with a bush style approach. If you watch that video, enjoy that approach. That's for sure. So 6,000, we'll go ahead and set our QNH. So our meter reads Echo Golf Echo Oscar 201-120 Zulu 160 at 16 knots, 130 variable 190, 9999 view at 3800, temperature 14 degrees and 4 dew point. QNH 1018, so 1018 here. Set our runway heading. 180 magnetic. 180 right on the other side there. 67, 88. Okay. Okay, that's set, that's set. Come back here. Go to our transponder. Set our transponder. IFR. On. The options. Turn on our DME. Guys, this is 110.55, I believe. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I have two written down here, so 109.9 or 5. 109.9 or 5. That's Islay area is Islay. Islay? Islay? Sorry, I don't have a very good Scottish accent, so. Okay, so there we go. So flight instruments, avionics set. Strobe lights, check on. They are on. Position, landing, taxi. Go ahead and turn on our taxi. Light panels right up here. Nice and easy. And our trim. Check that. So we got 4 people. So our trim's right on takeoff. That should be alright. Taxi, our parking brake. We'll check our brakes. We'll watch our gauges and fuel selectors. Okay, and then we'll go ahead and combine the classic gust check. So where are we taxiing here? I guess we'd be going, what would it be? Bravo to the 919er? Take off right from the taxiway here. not super heavy, so go ahead and make our call out. No, see, we're on 805. I don't want to be 805. Check if there's any controllers. Oban traffic, Charlie Juliet Sierra Victor Romeo, type Diamond Twin. It's taxiing to runway 19er via taxiway Bravo. Oban traffic. Okay, so that'll get us to 19er. Right, drop the throttle. Go ahead and release our parking brake. Remember I had a mod for X-Plane where when you went on the grass and stuff, it was a lot harder to move. I don't know, I don't think MSFS 2020 simulates that. It may, but not to the extent that that mod did for X-Plane. But that's the thing, you need a lot of mods to make X-Plane even close to the beauty of this sim. However, the big however is X-Plane's flight models are very, very realistic. So okay, we can go ahead and do our pre-takeoff check here. So, guys, remember it's very simple. It's gas is good, looks good. Undercarriage is down. Switches. Turn on our pumps for takeoff. Go ahead and set 1 notch of flaps. See the flaps down on that wing and our flaps down on our port wing. Go ahead and turn on our landing lights. Taxi lights off. Pitot heat go on. All right, we're ready for takeoff. Oban traffic, Charlie Victor Romeo is taking off runway 19er, departure to the south. Oban traffic. Okay, so no one's doing a crazy approach like me. Let's get rolling here. Pull up to our runway here. Then we'll max power, and off we'll go. Hold the brakes here for a sec once we're lined up. Plenty of runway there. Plenty. Alright, so we're ready here, so full power, our RPMs rise, make sure they're right, cool the brakes, and that stays lined up with center. We'll be making a right turn afterwards, so a lot of right rudder. Ooh. Hey, airspeed's alive, gauges are alive, looking for a rotate speed of about 75-ish, there we are. Gently pull back on the stick, and away we go. Okay, we can tap our brakes, bring our gear up, gas is good, undercarriage is up. Switches, we'll mess with that 1000, we've got a positive rate. Flaps, we can go up. Altitude and speed look good for the flaps, so that's good. Yeah, that bridge he modeled here too, over the river there. Beautiful, beautiful bridge. Didn't walk over it with you guys, but yeah, it's really good. Nice day out here. Really green, nice, beautiful day. So. Alright, so at 1000 we'll go ahead and make a right turn onto course here. Turbulent day. This will be the updrafts from the terrain here. It's all fine and dandy. Pull back gently here. Oban traffic, Charlie Victor Romeo is making a right turn onto course, climbing 1000 to 6000. Good day, Oban traffic. Go ahead and pull back, finish our gust check. Gas is good, undercarriage is up, switches, pumps can go off, flaps are off, landing lights can go off. Okay, keep up our 5-degree turn here. Yeah, beautiful, beautiful area on a nice day. Kind of like northern BC where I'm from. I mean, got a lot of rain, but on those nice days, it was nice. You took advantage of it, believe me. There we go. We need to pitch down. We want to gain some altitude here. So. Okay. Should be good to correct us right to our line there. You're at 87, 88 on there. Right. Yeah, it's such a nice area out here. I mean, Love to do some sightseeing over here someday. Climbing right along here. Transition altitude, I believe, is 6,000. Could be 3,000. So go ahead and set our standard atmosphere. You guys know what it is? Is there like a rule? It kind of varies in UK, Scotland, doesn't it? I see different charts, I see different readings, like 6,000, 3,000, some of them. North America, it's 18,000, so you fly standard right up to flight level 180. From what I understand, like I always say, I've been wrong once or twice before. So, yeah, things are looking good, all the gauges are looking good, everything's alive, airspeed is good, gaining height here. Come out over the water, not too far away from the land, so don't have to life jacket everybody up. But going over water for a period of time, it's definitely a good thing to have those on. Remember watching the, what was his name? He flies over in New Guinea, I think. Flies a caravan, that missionary pilot or something like that. Man, that guy is so prepared. Flies with like a life jacket with like all sorts of tools in it, so if he ever went down, he's just, man, that guy is prepped. He must spend a lot of time preparing, and that's a darn good thing. Better to have it if you don't need it than to not have it when you need it. So there's our 6,000 foot warning, 1,000 feet away. So. And we're nearly on our course here as well. And yeah, I'm hand flying right now, so you notice the imperfections. That's the fun of it though, right? Hope you guys can hear me fine with my mic. It sounds like it's working, so. Here we're gonna level off here at 6,000. Turn on our friend there, the autopilot, so push that nose down. So power, attitude, and trim, our favorite acronym here on BTC Simmer channel. Go ahead and fire up Charlie.
Autopilot.
Altitude and nav. This will send us right to Islay. Beautiful, beautiful day out here today. Wow. See all the scenery you want. All the points of interest down there. Just imagine. So, we're at 12 miles to Bruce here. 5 minutes, 6 minutes or so. This clock is accurate down here, by the way. So 11:58 Universal Time. Just about noon over here. Beautiful, beautiful day. Wish I could say the same here in North America, but don't think I can. Our weather has been disastrous the last 2 weeks. But we know it's coming to the end of it. It's just a matter of time. I do have Islay in my charts. So I did download an airport from flightsim.to, Islay Airport by Siwills, S-I-W-I-L-L-S. I downloaded one from flightsim.to, I installed it, and I read a bit about it. He used just stock buildings from FS 2020, so we'll kind of have a look at that. I'm not going to do a tour or anything crazy today, but yeah, we'll see it from the air and stuff. See the runways and what sort of improvements are there. But And of course, that's depending if you've ever been there before. It was decent before, but it's probably way better now. So perhaps one day I'll do a tour of that one. Scenery dependent. We'll see what happens. We're ripping right along here. Ground speed. We got a good headwind, yeah. 24 knots. Look at it pushing down our ground speed. Push up against that a bit. We'll go up to 85. So we can get a little closer to 150 knots. Well, indicated, sure. But yeah, what a heck of a headwind. Wow. Might not quite get 150, guys. Let's see if the headwind changes when we turn south here. Yeah, it should. Well, probably give us a little more crosswind out of the west. Go ahead and check the approaches. Yeah, see, nothing too fancy here. So visual 13, visual 8. You know, we'll get down there and we'll get a better look when we're down there. So. Prestwick EGPK, Echo Golf Papa Kilo is our alternate. It's booked. So we'll see what sort of passengers FSE has at Islay, EGPI, and we'll go from there. If they have anything going to Prestwick or Campbellton. Been to that airport before. Or even Glasgow. I'll fly into Glasgow. Biggest fan of Glasgow. Radar show anyone else on around here? No. It's weird. Sometimes this GPS here will pick up VATSIM. You know, other guys on VATSIM, girls, whatever. And but other times it won't. So it is what it is. Yeah, we're humming right along. True airspeed, 172 knots, indicated 159, and our ground speed here is 148. So lots of different ways to calculate all that stuff, guys. I still have a calculator from when I did flight training, a flight computer. Pretty fun to pull that out every now and then, play with that. So. Got all our circuit breakers here. Oxygen quantity gauge here. And there we go, our turn to burst. Well, turn from burst, I guess. We're 35 miles to Islay. So runway 13 there, 123 magnetics. Go ahead and put that in, or should we do the heading? If we're just going to do a left base, we could probably put that in 123. And our altitude will adjust down to Say 2,000. At 32 miles. Yeah, see now we got a crosswind, well, and that headwind still. 12 minutes to arrive. So yeah guys, 10 subscribers, I'll do a tour, give you a video tour of my sim pit, show you all my hardware, computer, where I fly, what I use. I use a Thrustmaster T16000 for the DA. For yoke controlled planes I use a Honeycomb Alpha. I also have the Honeycomb Bravo, a Cytec radio, mechanical keyboard, and a wireless mouse. I'm trying to get rid of all my Logitech stuff. Nothing to do with Logitech for my sim. I don't know. I want nothing to do with no Logitech no more. Really wanted to do all HyperX for keyboard, mouse, and headset, but it's hard to find the HyperX mouse. Wireless, the Haste mouse. I could order it off Amazon, I suppose. I have a Corsair mouse. Corsair wireless. It's a decent one. I might group that together with a Corsair headset, so we'll see. What do you guys think is better, a HyperX headset or Corsair? I have Corsair RAM in my gaming rig as well. It lights up different colors, whatever. You can run it with the IQ app, which is buggy, like people say. That IQ app isn't most fun to use. My HyperX keyboard, it's HyperX Ingenuity, and it's fairly simple, which is why I wanted to get the mouse, but it's proving hard to find. So I got a nice Corsair mouse here. It's got the whole RGB thing, and it's a gaming mouse. It's I don't know if it says what it is on it, but it's a Dark Core RGB Pro. So 18,000 DPI, so it's quick, and it has a it has a button you can change the DPI. So like right now, I believe I'm right up to 18,000. Go ahead and press that. Slows it right down. Press it again, it slows it way down. So I like it to be fast, well, decently fast. Yeah, it's a good mouse anyways. Yeah, and I also want to throw lightning airdrops, Bitcoin Lightning airdrops when we get 10 subscribers. So you guys go ahead, comment, and subscribe, and I really want to send that stuff out. So. For 24 miles, I believe that POI right there is where we want to be. So at 23 miles and 6,000, probably start a descent fairly soon. There's a mountain range to our left here. Southeast there. Have a sip of coffee and we'll start our descent, okay guys? Alright, so we gotta go over the meter here. Go off Papa India, 201-150 Zulu, 140 at 16 knots, 9999, few, 2000, temperature is 12, dew point 6, QNH is 1018, so 1018 here. And we can go ahead and hit the IES button, FLC on the old diamond. Throttle back a bit, we'll start our descent down to 2,000. Got our runway heading programmed in. And the wind looks like for runway 13. Yeah, it looks like it's a bit of a crosswind off to the right of the runway. That's alright. someone on VPilot say something. Well, I guess Edinburgh Ground is on. Edinburgh ATIS is on as well. So let's see. Let's just tune the ATIS here. Show you guys how that stuff works. I'm sure you know if you fly on VATSIM at all. Busy airports, you get the ATIS. It's really cool.
Level 70, surface, window 6012 knots, cab OK, temperature +12, dew point +7, QNH1020, ground is open. Departing aircraft make initial contact on frequency 121.75. Acknowledge receipt of information in view and advise aircraft type on first contact. Edinburgh Information India. Time 1120 Zulu. Runway in use 06. Transition level flight level 70.
Alright guys, yeah, that's the ATIS for Edinburgh. Cav OK, he says there. Pre-recorded are the voice. It's pretty good though. Good to have that. Make your initial call in if tower Scotland Centre's on. Approach control, you Charlie Juliet Sierra Victor Romeo with information India, I would say. Okay, we're gonna call make our ghost call down to Islay, 15 miles here. So. Islay traffic, Charlie Juliet Sierra Victor Romeo, type Diamond Twin. We're 15 miles north, 3,600, descending 2,000. Looking visual, runway 13. Right, we'll join left base for visual, 13, port final. Islay traffic. I got a little stuttery there, but hey, can't win them all, eh? Yeah, we're looking pretty good here, guys. Let's go over our descent. Power lever as required. Yes. Airspeed. Yes, it's all right. Trim. It's autopilot. So there's our 1,000 foot warning. So we're at 3,000 now. Oh, less than that now. Okay, and there it is. There, it's right on the edge. Runway 13 shoots. Water side there. So it's a beautiful, beautiful game, this MS Flight Sim. Whoa. Here's what we're going to do, guys. We're going to do the heading that we're on, our current heading, 210. Oh, we go 208. Heading set. We'll set our CDI to the runway here. So it was a 123 magnetic ring. There we go, that should line us right up properly. Heading, go this way a little bit. Water. We're 10 miles from Islay, Islay. Eskinish, is that what that says? Eskinish? Yeah, I love the POIs, the point of interest markers. Really cool thing. I guess it could make it feel a bit arcadey, but it doesn't bother me. I don't think I'd be playing this on Xbox or anything like that. I know you can get it for Xbox, but it's not my... I like gaming on a PC. I had Xboxes and whatever. You know, I really got no reason to get the new Xbox. Did get a Nintendo Switch for the family. That's quite a system, actually, that Nintendo Switch. Pretty cool system. If you're ever interested, I'd recommend one. Hook it up to your TV. It can be handheld. It's play a ton of games. Play a lot of classic SNES games and NES games on it as well. So. Okay, guys, we're 7.8. Islay. We'll zoom on in here. So we're off tracking here. That's fine. That's what we want. Turn our heading a little bit more even. The thing I don't like about MSF 2020 is there's no replay feature. And I guess that's to do with how it's downloading the scenery, constantly updating the scenery online. That's what I understand. Yeah, with X-Plane, it's nice to watch your landings, watch your flare, where you touch down on the runway. And that's another thing with X-Plane, all the analysis you can do, the airframe and everything. I'm going to keep my eyes open for X-Plane 12. And, you know, I may also get that one, give that a try on the channel here. So right now, I'm enjoying Flight Simulator. You guys are 2,000. We drop down to 1,500 here. Dial that in. Adjust our heading. For 123 there, we should be 213 here. Yeah, beautiful area down here as well. Here we are, 1,500 feet. Do not have a visual in the airport. Zoom on in with the old GPS. Ah, there she is. And just let us naturally slow down here. Okay, well, off the autopilot. We'll hand fly this baby on in. So we can do a gust check. Gas is good. Undercarriage should come down. Switches, pumps can go on, landing lights can go on, and go ahead and one notch of flaps as well. So come down to 1,000, that's fine. Just this. There we are. Looks like our runway there to the left. Looks like it might be a tight left base. Call left base yet. Islay traffic, Charlie Victor Romeo is left base for runway 13. Full stop. Yeah, we're left base for 17 miles. Slow her down here a bit. Oh, look at our heading. A little off there. Tight left base. Full flaps. Our speed now. The traffic, Islay traffic, Charlie Victor Romeo, turning final, runway 13, full stop, left traffic.
500.
Cool. Right on over this beach here, like St. Martin, eh? videos of that airport on YouTube. This is nice. I've been here in a while. 89, wanna be mid-80s. Born in the mid-80s. Insider information. Yeah. Slow her down a bit more. Let's get some red lights on her poppy there. There's 2 red, 3 red. Okay, we're gonna try for the numbers. No, we're not gonna make the numbers. Speed her up here a bit. Get yesterday's landing. And we'll try and flare it out here. Let's see. There we go. Touch. There we go. Flaps can go up. Pumps can come off. I don't know why the altitude selector's on. And pitot can come off because it likes to fail. Definitely looks like the runway's different with this scenery add-on here. Where are we going to taxi down this runway here? I guess so. I don't know if they use this runway or not anymore. They may. Islay traffic, Charlie Victor Romeo is clear of the active. Islay traffic. Okay, so here we are. Turn off our landing, turn on our taxi. Let's go ahead and get the airport chart out here so we know what's going on. So what is this, Alpha 1? Islay traffic, Charlie Victor Romeo is taxiing to the main apron via backtracking 26. Guess that'd be the correct way you'd say that? Or they call this a taxiway. I don't know, guys. Either or. Oh, either or. It's a bit much throttle there. So. So yeah, we're backtracking 26. So it looks like he moved some things around here. Make the buildings look a little better. So it looks for a place to park here anyways. Let's follow what these guys are saying. See, I believe they wave you in. Yep. Left. Oh, straight. Left. More left. And stop. That's what he's saying, stop. Okay, there's the throttle there. Okay, parking brake. That should log our FS economy. And that's what it did. FS economy's log, so we can go ahead and shut down. Guys, like, subscribe, comment. 10 subscribers. I want to start doing lucky lightning drops, airdrops, and show you a video of my sim pit. So stay tuned for that. Parking brake is set. Avionic master. We go off. Electrical consumers. Turn off the taxi lights. Turn off the strobe lights. We didn't turn anything on in the cabin. Consume. And then we'll go engine master. Start with the right off. Watch the gauges die down there. There you have it. And left off. Okay, anti-collision lights off. Master off. And alternators off. Alright. That was short and sweet. Little island hop today, guys. What'd you think of that one? Like it, hate it? Either or works for me. Honest feedback is the best feedback. So. Okay, here we are. Wow, did we ever get spun around in here? Okay, so we'll hop out of our airplane here. Tire down, chock wheels, put the covers on. Such a stunning airplane, that DA-62. Yeah, she's a beauty. She is a beauty. Hey man, how's it going? Thanks for guiding me in there. Alright. What'd you guys think of the flight? Pretty good? Pretty bad? Pretty ugly? Ah, it was alright, eh? Decent little flight. Could have been a VFR. Did IFR. Looks like he modified the buildings a bit from what I can remember. Didn't come here too much before, but yeah, you know, this is a decent little airport. Looks like a couple generators here. Pick up some barrels. Some lumber. Container over there. Alright guys, like, subscribe, stay tuned for more. Really loving the YouTube thing. It's awesome. Makes my flying so much more exciting, I guess. That's the right word. Yeah, makes her exciting, that's for sure. Beautiful game, Microsoft Flight Simulator. And this guy is crashing into cars. Anyway, we'll forget about that. Now he's backing up. Okay guys, like, subscribe, enjoy, and take care. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. Alright. Catch you on the next one.